How are you, everyone?
I haven't had my coffee. I'm having it right now.
Here we go. I really need some, but I made a black tea. I'm hoping my husband will make me coffee later after he's done making this MacGyver thing he's doing over here today.
How's it on the homestead over there?
I know. My husband is MacGyvering hot dog rolls and hamburger rolls out of brioche bread today.
Oh, my God.
Wait, I have to show you this. Yeah, I got it. All right, he put the dough in the little containers that he built out of tin foil and parchment paper.
Okay. That is so serious. I can't even begin to discuss.
So ridiculous. I will have to take a picture of the hot dog roll thing we just built.
You guys don't mess around. What can I say? Yeah, I have total respect. Total respect.
I know. So today, because that wasn't enough, I'm making this 4-part dessert series.
Because why not?
Okay, as long as you have the time, why don't you? There's nothing hard about this in any component. It's just got 4 parts.
It's like a play with 4 acts.
That's correct. Yes.
You're in for the long haul. You're in for the long haul.
That's it. It's a Shakespearean event, and it has to sit in the refrigerator for 8 hours. So I wanted to get it done early so we can have it for dessert.
I like how this week, for some reason, we did the Olympics of time-consuming projects.
Yes, and we will be introducing a new character into our kitchen of what I affectionately call the Italian twister.
Ah.
Yes.
For those of you who are attached to the lemon squeezy, watch out.
I am not attached to anything. Here, I'm going to put our names in because that's always fun to do. There we are.
Yay!
We are preparing as we speak. Lisa is preparing our new opening. So you guys, it's coming up. We figured out.
Yes. And I just realized, Debrianna, I didn't make a marketing post for you today because my head was in the thing. I'm going to make one after to get people to watch the YouTube.
Yeah, and also because I can't post the finished thing for another hours.
It'll be tomorrow.
This is the marathon episode, like your green chili brioche was. But I started it in the middle of the day, not in the middle of the night.
Well, you'll be done by late dinner time.
Okay. Yeah. Which is dessert around here after David makes his brioche bread roll things. We are having tonight for dinner those Beyond Meat burgers. I don't know if you've had them. They are
plant-based, right?
Yes, they're all plant-based. And apparently Trader Joe's came out with their own version of it, which is half the price of the Beyond Meat. So we're trying those tonight, and we will write a review.
I think a lot of people would like to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I better get going because I have.
Yeah, get a move on. Time's a ticking.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is start with my whole milk yogurt. It's not Greek. It's just organic whole milk.
Okay.
And I'm going to put 2 cups of it into this glass measuring cup with a spout because I'm going to have to pour it out later. Wait till you see what I pour it into. That's going to be hilarious. Okay,
I have that same one, and I really like it. Oh, yeah. Someone says, we're here. Hello. I have no idea who it is.
All right.
They made it. Whoever it is.
Whoever it is here. Yay. Okay, so there's 2 cups over there. And then I am going to mix my cream. This is heavy cream. I should shake it. And sugar and vanilla bean paste. Now, if you don't have vanilla bean paste, I don't know how I ended up with vanilla bean paste, but I have it.
Okay, what? Are you saying some kind of magical fairy came into your kitchen?
No. I have vanilla bean paste.
Oh, you just bought it accidentally, or you don't know?
I thought, oh, that looks cool. I wonder what I'll use that for. And I shoved it in my spice cupboard.
Oh, hi, it's Laura and Frank. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
You guys, we are making panna cotta. It's so good. All right, so 1.5 cups of heavy cream are going in here.
This is hour 1 of the panna cotta.
That's right. Get ready. I'm putting it in my saucepan.
It's like a mini series. There are many episodes.
The Italian mini series. We introduced the new character in our kitchen.
Yeah.
Then I want 1/2 cup of sugar. In there. I don't know if you've ever had anyone out there. I know you have had panna cotta before.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to describe it except that it's kind of like the Italian version of flan.
Anything to me that has cream custard with vanilla paste, sugar and heavy butter and cream is good.
Yes, and in case you're wondering what I'm pulling out of my sugar container, it's vanilla beans.
Wow.
Just so you know, I make my dessert sugar has vanilla beans sitting in it. Because this is like going to be the uber vanilla of vanilla beans.
Yeah, you always go the extra mile. It inspires me to go further.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's so cool. I mean, I don't always think, well, this whole recipe is very MacGyver. Wow, this is cool stuff.
It's major MacGyver.
This is going to be a major MacGyver move because I don't have some of the ingredients, and I actually think I have a better idea than food and wine. Don't tell them.
Okay. Your secret's safe with me and the rest of the world watching.
Okay, yeah. Laura and Frank, don't say anything.
It's Laura and Frank, and I have like a sleeping Morse in a hammock, and then I have a kid on the couch. So there you go, 2 dogs.
All right. So now I'm going to heat this up. So that has a little bit of sea salt, like 1/2 teaspoon, sugar, vanilla bean paste, and cream. And I'm going to heat this up till it's steaming. But I'm going to do a few things while that's heating up. Wow, that vanilla bean paste is cool. Wow. Whoa, is that vanilla-y?
Do you even know where you got it?
Yes, I got it at Trader Joe's.
Oh, okay.
That's where we get it.
They make a brand of vanilla bean paste?
What?
Or is it someone else's brand, or is it the Trader Joe's brand? I'm just curious.
It is Trader Joe's brand, and I don't know how long they're going to carry this, because you know how they do that. They start with something, and then you get in love with it, and then they stop carrying it. I cannot tell you. It's usually when they introduce something that's a little bit elevated in its thought form for cooking that a lot of people will go, what's that? I'm not buying it. Me, I go, what's that? I'm buying it. So I'm going to go back there and buy about 6 of these because this is awesome.
I'm going to get some too because I've never seen that at any of the other places.
Oh, let me tell you my new love. Okay, this ketchup. Oh my gosh. It's ketchup that they have now that it's called Black Summer Truffle.
Whoa.
It's delicious. I've been buying a bottle of it every time I go.
That sounds good.
Oh, it's phenomenal ketchup. And since we're having burgers tonight, it's going to be really awesome. All right.
Oh, yeah. You guys are having like the major, like 5-star burger.
We're having a freaking party.
It's such a good day for a barbecue today. Beautiful.
All right. Because I'm me, I always have gelatin in my house. This is Knox gelatin. Hi, John. My friend John Knox out there. I always have gelatin because if I make a fruit pie or something like that, sometimes I'll add a little gelatin to if it's really juicy to grab it together. So 1 package is going in here, and I have magically made ahead of time cold water
Ah, your little sous chef prepared that.
Yes, 1.5 tablespoons of cold water is going into the gelatin, and I'm going to mix it up and let it sit for a few minutes.
Mm.
And that's what's going to help tighten up the panna cotta and that yogurt and all that cream.
Okay, so Laura's asking questions, I think, how she gets on. How do we get on Frank's computer? We're trying to Apple TV and my computer won't connect. Oh, no, they did it. Yay. They got it. Yay, congratulations.
Yay! Remove from pre-mixture from heat. Let's stand 5 minutes. A minute. Okay, this shouldn't take 6 minutes. So the other part I am not making, I will tell you, is the apricot jam, because I already made some, but I can post the recipe if you want. That's not the number 4 component. And
oh my God, that is such an intense labor of love.
Well, this is the panna cotta part. Is the part I love. The granita part is the part David loves because it's ice creamy, and I don't like ice. Okay, so
I didn't know that about you, that you didn't like ice.
Of any kind. Cold, no. All summer. I don't do cold.
Okay.
I don't like it. So yeah, my favorite, this is weird, my favorite milkshake is the green tea matcha milkshake in Madrid at that little ice cream shop, that like old.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, like a soda.
But this is how I drink it. I take a little tiny bite, I hold it in my mouth till it warms up, and then I swallow it. Because it's so delicious.
Do you have sensitive teeth or something, or why do you?
No, I just always feel like having something that cold in my digestive system slows it way down. So,
okay.
I do it. But if I was going to do it, and when I do have that, I make sure I'm not eating anything else around it. Like, I don't have it for dessert. I will just go there and have that milkshake, once every 6 years.
Do you not eat gelato?
I don't eat it.
Oh my God. Okay.
I make it though. I've made semi-Fredo, and I love making it. And I love to have a little taste of the flavors because they're so creative, but I won't eat it.
Last time I was in Italy, I think I had it every day.
I think, yeah, David loves it. He's a big cold person. I am not. Okay, so this is getting hot. And this is getting hot. That's getting cold. And in the meantime, I'm introducing my new character in the kitchen, the Italian twister. There is no lemon squeezy.
It's wooden.
It's wooden. This is wooden, and I need 2¼ cups of orange juice, fresh orange juice for the granita, and this half will not fit in my lemon squeezy.
So this twister, when you want to get as much as humanly possible out of the citrus, is the ideal tool. Yeah.
Yes. So this is how you do it. I like squeeze the orange, and I'm digging in with my Italian twister. See, all that orange juice is just pouring out of that orange.
Yeah.
These are so juicy. The only thing is, doing it this way is it doesn't get the pits out. So you have to watch the pit part.
And it's a little messy.
But you definitely can juice an orange that way.
Yeah.
Without the lemon squeezy.
Yep. I feel like we're cheating on the lemon squeezy.
I know. Don't show it. I'm hiding it so it doesn't get insulted.
I feel bad for lemon squeezy.
I'll use it later just to make it feel better. Okay. But this was my favorite tool of choice to juice stuff with until I had the lemon squeezy, I have to say, because getting the pits out of a lemon are awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, see, you can just squeeze it. All that comes out. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. That's exactly the amount I wanted to. Oh.
I love fresh orange juice. I put some in my smoothie this morning.
Yeah. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Gorgeous.
All right.
Very good camera work, David.
All right, thank you.
He's doing great. All right, so you can see in this pan that vanilla bean paste. You can see all the vanilla bean. I don't know if you can see it, but I can. All those little flecks.
Yeah.
Is actually vanilla bean. And if you just use regular vanilla, you don't get those little flecks if you don't use the paste. But you can still use regular vanilla. It's perfectly fine. So, all right. So I'm removing this from the heat. And I'm going to whisk in this gelatin mixture. Now you can see that. That's the gelatin.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of whisk that in to my hot cream till it kind of dissolves into the hot cream.
Wow.
Which it's doing very nicely. And then I'm going to strain it because you don't want any, like if any of that gelatin didn't really dissolve, but I think it will. You just don't want any. Panna Cotta is supposed to be very smooth, like flan.
Yeah.
And I think it really dissolved. So I have this contraption I set up. Pour the mixture through a strainer into the measuring cup with the yogurt. So that's why you want a big one.
I have that same one. It's a good one.
Yeah. And miraculously, everything fit.
It's a miracle.
It's a kitchen miracle. Now I'm going to whisk this till smooth, but first I'm going to give it a little stir because that yogurt's really thick. Oh my God, this looks so good.
Wow. See, I bet a lot of people don't realize it goes in yogurt, you know?
Yeah. So I'm going to whisk that up a little bit. Yeah, and like if that's where you wanted to stop and just to make the panna cotta without the other accoutrement I'm going to add to it, you for sure could stop here and just serve this.
Wow.
So here's my MacGyver portion of the show. I do not own ramekins because I use them so infrequently. I just can't see buying them and then having to store them.
Okay, I have ramekins. I could have brought you some.
Had I thought about this earlier, I might have asked you. But here comes the MacGyver portion of the show.
Okay.
I have containers. These are those Talente or ice cream containers.
Yeah.
I have jars. And so that's what I'm going to do because basically all I need to do is make a mold.
Right.
So
God, you guys were just MacGyvering molds all over the place.
I know.
With the hot dog buns and the brioche.
Oh, now I'm doing this. And I need 8 of them, which I did not have of those. But, you know, I'm finding things around the house. We're just using everything.
What are you spraying it with?
Coconut oil spray. You're supposed to.
Okay.
So, and now I'm going to just pour this off into here. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for 8 hours.
That's 8 hours, folks.
8 hours, people.
8 hours.
8 of them.
That's
and I think that's like a good size portion of panna cotta. Oh, here, I found a little bowl, tiny baby bowl. That'll work.
Wow.
And that's just about right. So I should probably just pour this off. These are going to be hefty portions, let's just say, because I don't want to keep finding jars. All right, so they're all going to go in the fridge.
Okay. Do you cover it?
Yeah, well, yes, because these all have lids, because they're jars.
Oh, you see, now that's a really great thing. You don't have to use plastic wrap.
Right. These are all jarred up, so they will all go in the fridge shortly. In the meantime, I will make the granita. So this recipe calls for orange flower water, which oddly enough, I don't have. I have rose water, but I don't have orange water. So instead of that, which is just, I would say, layering another component of orange, I'm just going to grate some in there.
Okay.
Of this lemon zest, orange zest, right into the orange juice. And instead of that part, I'm just going to.
It might be better the way you're doing it. It'll be more intense flavor.
I kind of think so, but who am I to question food and wine? Okay.
Dare question.
How dare I question it? Okay, so I need the sugar, the water, and salt in a small saucepan. Where's my small saucepan? Oh, here it is. No.
You're so motivated and energetic today. I'm getting tired just watching you.
I am. That's why I did not wear an apron. I just wore my sweatpants. Oh my God. Well, this is a cool thing to make, and honestly, you could probably make this component on its own also. But am I doing that? No, I'm not. I'm doing the marathon version. So 2/3 of a cup of sugar going in there with no vanilla bean. See, that's what I'm pulling out. It's not a bug.
Okay.
It is not a bug. And then I'm going to add equal part of water. Into there. I don't know where my third cup is. I shall return.
Okay, so
this is a crazy dessert.
I think they're bringing new meaning to this is not a marathon, or this is not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Correctamundo, because this has to sit for some time in the freezer, because it's going to be like an ice cream. That's kind of what this will end up being. But I guess more like a sorbet.
Done here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's really what this is going to be. But can you imagine with this intense orange flavor?
It's going to be really good.
Delicious. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this on high and wait till the sugar melts.
Monty thinks it's going to be really good too. He just told me.
Aw, Monty. He's got a discriminatory sense about him. Yeah. All right. That's going to come till dissolving. This is super easy, this part. Just making this granita, it's super easy. Now, the other thing, if you were going to serve this on its own, just the granita part, I would serve it in a little cup with fresh mint.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I would serve it.
We could make a granita episode.
Yeah, and after dinner, it's like an after dinner sorbet, kind of cleanse your palate, and then go on to drink things or something. So this is that. That's going to dissolve, and I'm going to tell you about the next component.
Okay.
They, in this recipe, said that they wanted to take a baguette and crisp it up with olive oil, and then make like a crumb. And use some shredded white chocolate in the finish of the presentation of this dessert. And I thought, I don't want breadcrumbs on my panna cotta. I want pistachios.
Oh, that's better. I think
and
that's
I want toasted fennel.
Oh my God.
And I want white chocolate. So I'm going to make a toasted fennel pistachio bark.
Oh, Debrianna, that's outrageous. Can we just express that? What you're doing?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I thought, well, what the hell? I have all day.
Where did you get the white chocolate? Did you just have it lying around?
Yeah. It wasn't lying around. I had it because of Christmas.
Okay. Well, from your delicious cookies, Christmas cookies.
Christmas cookie leftovers. That's why I generally have a lot of baking stuff in my house because of
the cookies.
Christmas. Yeah, and cookies. So I usually end up with a lot of chocolate left over, or generally I use the white chocolate for decorating. So I end up with some in the middle of the year left over.
Let's talk about white chocolate for a second. There is no chocolate in it, right?
No, it's cocoa butter. I think it's just the cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter and like vanilla. And
yeah, it's not chocolate.
It's not chocolate.
I'm generally not a lover of white. Like, I just don't buy it to eat it. But I like it as a component of something like this.
Well, it's so great with, I think, what you're doing with this pistachio and fennel, and it's a complementary base. Because real chocolate's so overwhelming.
It would be too heavy for this. Is very white, this dessert.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So now this is dissolved, and I'm going to stir in the orange juice into this mixture. This is really an interesting combo that I'm going to present here, where I'm going to pour it into this pan, this sheet pan.
Yeah, that's how I do it too.
Take out this part, and then just put this in the freezer.
The fun part is cracking it.
Yes, that's exactly right. But I'm not putting that in yet because I'm doing this. All right, so next. Oh, this is my double boiler, not as nice as Lisa's. This is just a plain old double boiler with, stainless steel pans, but this pan has the water in it, and this one fits inside of it, and that's where you can put your chocolate, which is where I'm going to put mine, right in here.
It's not worth burning your, specialty items. So use a double boiler, or you can also put a bowl on top, a glass bowl on top of it.
Oh, there's ways to MacGyver it, and usually I do, and the reason I do it is because this pan, in order to snug itself into the lower one, has a ridge on the inside, and it makes it hard to get the chocolate out of it. It gets stuck in that ridge.
Oh.
So one of these days I'll get one of your pans. All right, so step 2. I am going to toast my fennel seed because, as we discussed, toasting makes the spice bloom. It brings a whole other flavor to it. So because I'm MacGyvering this, I think about a tablespoon is going to go in there. And that's
really opened up my mind. It's been a real mind bender, this toasting of the spices for me.
Isn't it cool?
It's great. I want to do it more.
I love toasted fennel, and I have candied fennel in the past for other desserts, which is what reminded me of doing it for this. So, would you get me a spatula? All right, so the other MacGyver part.
Massive MacGyver.
Chopped up, and I don't feel like chopping them super small, like grinding them.
Right.
So I'm just going to pour, I don't know, about half a cup, quarter of a cup, something like that. What is that? About a third of a cup into this plastic bag. And I'm going to smack the heck out of it.
With the cast iron?
I would, except it has the seeds in it now. No, I have a mallet.
A proverbial frying pan to the head.
Okay, smashing. So if you have any, kind of corona frustration, smash some nuts.
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
Not when you're in the kitchen. Don't get on my bad side. There it is. Okay, those are ready. And these are just about ready. Now I'm going to make sure I'm going to make like a bark. That's kind of what I'm making with this.
Bark is so good.
Yeah. And I'm not going to need much because I'm going to be crumbling it on the Panna Cotta when it's finished.
Oh my God.
So I don't need a whole lot of it, but whatever.
This is ridiculously decadent.
I know, it's going to be awesome. I'll have to bring you one because I have like 8 of them.
Well, last time I have to say that when you brought me the cannoli, your version of cooking cannoli, that was truly just like, wow.
I'm so glad. And this is what I was left over from the kolaches. This is my apricot jam. So that also goes into this dessert.
I think that's my favorite kind of jam, apricot jam. It's so
it is my favorite jam. When you make apricots like this, when you take, like, all I did was take my frozen ones. I mean, they came off my tree, but even if you had fresh ones or frozen, if you bought frozen from the store, when you cook them down, they have a flavor like when they're dried. That intensity is just that apricot intensity. It's so beautiful.
It's a tanginess that is not matched by, I think, another jam. And then you can put it on so many different kinds of things.
Yep.
You can put it on lamb. I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I'm making the bark. All I did was melt that white chocolate, toast the seeds, and crush up the pistachios. And then I'm going to put some parchment paper on here, but you can see that. That's just the...
Yum.
And in the meantime, I'm going to taste it.
I really taste it.
It's so good. Okay. Oh, look, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
That's it. The Granita goes in the freezer. In about an hour, I'm going to run a fork through it to start to break it up. And then I'm going to put it back in there because you want like crumbles of it. And then I'm going to put it back in the freezer and let it harden and then crumble it up again.
You want it to look like the meth from Breaking Bad.
That is exactly right. Yes. So, oh God, look at my kitchen.
Your kitchen, a bomb went off. Okay.
A bomb went off in my kitchen.
Laura is writing saying, will there be a place to get these recipes? This would be so great when life changes and I consider socializing. Man, life now. Love you both. Aw.
Yes, when this is finished, I will take a finished photo of the dessert plated, which will probably be around 7:30 tonight. And then I usually post the recipe with the finished photograph. Yeah. So you can have it in writing. You can always follow along here on we always post on YouTube, so we have a YouTube channel, which reminds me, everyone, please go to our YouTube channel and like our videos.
It's free. And I also want to say that until we get a cookbook going, and also we may have a different model soon where you can access the recipes very easily. But for right now on Facebook, on the group, if you just go to the search bar on Corona Kitchen, you can look up the title of whatever it is you want to know how to make to find the recipe, or you can put in the word recipe, and that also will bring up everything with a recipe. So
or if you put in my name, you'll see all my posts, and one of them there will have, and one of yours will have the recipe, because that's how we do it.
Yeah. So that's how it is for now, but it's coming. The cookbook is coming.
And soon we'll hire an assistant to archive all our recipes.
Yes, and do the photographs and a graphic designer.
Yeah, we can wish, can't we?
Yeah, right. It's going to be fun. No, there are changes. So this week, changes coming up for sure in the show. We're going to get more guests coming on Corona Kitchen. You're going to see a new look with an open to the show and credits. We'll have a promo. We're
working it. We're in the elevation stage.
Yeah. Thanks for doing development with us, everybody. Thank you for that. Thanks for enduring the development process.
This is what we do during Corona. We collaborate with all of our friends.
Yeah. It's always a joy. And I can't wait to see the finished product of this. It's going to be phenomenal. And I can't wait to maybe taste a little bit.
Yes, you will taste them. Yes, you will for sure, my friend. Everybody be safe. Wear a mask.
Oh, we will announce the photo contest winner later today. Today.
We will do that later today, and we'll take that intimidating picture of that pear tart down.
I'm gonna miss the pear tart photo. It's so gorgeous.
So beautiful. It really is. It was very funny. I ran into a friend of mine, Jennifer, at Trader Joe's the other day, and she's like, I love what you guys are doing. I watch everything all the time, but that pear tart, oh my God.
I know. It's really just, wow. It's
that's the level of photography you guys can do. And everybody's been raising their levels. So I'm very, very happy to see that every week.
It's hard to choose. There are quite a few exceptional ones this week for sure.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Thank you for my marathon, joining my marathon with me.
You did it.
Yeah, I did it. I know. And we'll post a picture of our Corona bun things that are coming out someday. David was so inspired by the brioche episode. He had to make his own.
Well, brioche is fun and it tastes so good. Oh my God. It's just
there's nothing like it.
Heaven.
So that's the fall back plan. If we don't like these, the Trader Joe version of Beyond Burger, the bun is going to cover it all up.
The bun is worth it. The bun's worth it.
Yeah, the bun's worth it. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.
Have a great Sunday, everybody. Miss you all.
Manja.
Bye.
Bye.